Oh, baby, drill!
Greta Thunberg!
We're gonna have to take a more progressive approach to this.
I agree. We want healthcare and women's rights.
I love pulling.
The power of Bernie compels you! The power of Bernie compels you!
I think you should put the M on his head.
I am for mega.
No, for Mexican.
Lateros and Mario Lopez. Oh, hail dictator.
Time to end this, man. Play the song.
You're right.
Fox News. Donald Trump. I like Obama.
I think it's working.
It's working, dude. He's changing. He's changing. Look, he's back to normal.
We got gordito back. What do you want to eat?
Please. What happened?
You want a beer?
Just give me 5, dude.
Por favor.
Trump all the way.
Are you for Trump?
Absolutely.
So what would you say to someone who says you're Mexican and Trump hates us?
He doesn't hate us. He hates the lawbreakers. He
right.
hates the illegals. Don't come here illegally. Welcome. Come. I did. Not illegally.
That's right. I came here too legally.
Yeah, and making a difference. Not
right.
hurting anybody, not stealing from anybody, earning your way.
Well, God bless you
That's
for being
it.
on the Trump train.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, God.
Of course, Donald Trump doesn't hate Latinos. Of course, Donald Trump doesn't hate any minorities. He doesn't hate black people. No, he doesn't. He only hates people that breaks the law. So I guess he hates himself because he himself has break the law all the freaking time. He's a convicted felon. This is the part that I just cannot just understand. You are voting, you voted for a rapist. You voted for a convicted felon. That's what you did. That's what you did. But somehow, Donald Trump is not the one who needs to be blamed for all these deportations. Somehow, black people need to be blamed for Mexican getting deported. I just don't know. It's like you guys had to help me to figure it out. Watch this video towards the end, because maybe you and we just put our brains together and we can figure it out. I just don't know. But let's watch it. Let's see. Give me your opinion below, because I'm trying to figure it out. How come black people is to blame because of the deportations? Yes, and I have you a really good video this time. Mexicans for Trump, okay? It's gonna be really interesting. I have a few cases of FAFO, okay? And it's gonna be really interesting. Stay towards the end. Make sure that you drop a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Help us to support liberal media. Help me to support and grow my channel. We are all family here. Welcome to this small family, but yes, we are family. And of course, the MAGA nuts have all the likes, all the subscribers. So help us to support liberal media and stay towards the end.
They are being starved. They are thirsty, only given 1 cup of water per day, are denied bathroom privileges, are denied medical attention. People in ICE concentration camps are losing their lives. And don't even think about saying FAFO, fuck around and find out, to these people in ICE detention centers. It is a shame that members of the black community started the trend, and so many other people followed. This is an updated voting poll. Brown people voted for Kamala Harris more. But you fall for the colonizers' divisive tactics, the inaccurate voting polls, the initial propaganda. It is immature and immoral to be centering that type of behavior in response to a community that is being mass deported in prison and concentration camps and tossed out of the country to who knows where without any rights or contact to any lawyer or family. When we should be focused on solidarity, and this has to stop immediately, especially those of you who claim to be activists perpetuating this FAFO BS nonsense.
Shouts out to Aaliyah, because this is where it was on her page when I first saw this lady, this Mexican lady. And then I went to her page and she doubled down and literally said that they helped us during the Civil War, which is a lie. And the Mexicans helped free the slaves. First of all, Mexico had slavery themselves that wasn't abolished until 1829 or 1830 or something, somewhere around there. And the president that abolished slavery in Mexico was Afro-Indigenous. I don't know why they keep leaving that part out. He looked more like a negro than he looked like. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And when we were down there, we was fighting beside them. We was helping to protect their borders. They conveniently leave that out. All this civil rights, nobody that was not fighting with us for civil rights. Is a lie and a scam, not as a collective. And they know a lot of them are anti-black. It is so crazy that they keep blaming us. First of all, we've been saying fuck around and found out, just like we've been saying a whole bunch of other shit that they co-opt and steal and turn into something else. Fuck around and found out never really had no political meaning. That's just how black people talk. Bitch, fuck around and find out. That's how we talk. Why do they keep blaming us and centering us when we are not the ones that's putting them in concentration camps? We do not yield, nor do we hold the power to deport them. They are focusing on the wrong people. Why y'all not mad at MAGA? Why y'all not sticking it to the white man? I mean, we just got to call it a spade a spade. It's so weird that the Mexican and the Latino community keeps coming for black people. It's because we're not putting our bodies, we're not sacrificing our bodies and going and running out and standing on the front lines. Is that what it is? Why they got so much animosity toward us like we're the ones that's doing this to them? We're not inflicting any pain on you. And as per Aaliyah's video, because I never saw that initial video, she played a video of a bullhead clear guy coining fuck around and find out for political purposes. Once again, stealing our shit, renaming, reclassifying it, giving it a different meaning. We're not making fun of y'all like that. We really ain't. We don't give a... It's unfortunate, but stop blaming. You're pointing,
You know how y'all black people look at us and say, damn, why is Chico driving that badass truck? Why is Amigo having that badass car? You know how that is? We stick together.
This coming from the people who largely voted to have ICE come get their own kids, get their own family members, and terrorize their own community. And y'all got mad at me. Some of y'all got mad at me when I said this. You sit here in a country where the only reason that you have civil rights is because black people stuck together and got them for you. Otherwise, it's unlikely that you would have any rights at all. And you have the absolute audacity to fix your mouth to say something like this to black people. Be fucking for real. Where's the lie? Because sadly, you all proved me right.
Gelacio Velasquez is an undocumented mechanic who has worked in Houston for 25 years. He plays in this park with his 2 U.S. citizen children, ages 5 and 9, and stands by Donald Trump.
So you support Donald Trump because of the economy?
For the economy, yes.
But you don't support the anti-immigrant rhetoric?
I'm not supporting the anti-immigrant action.
Do you support his mass deportations?
No, it's not human.
Are you afraid that you could be deported in this mass deportation?
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
Espinosa runs a migrant advocacy group and says many people are afraid and have called him in tears.
I think there's a heightened sense of fear.
Explain why Latino men are going to Trump.
Democrats forget the promise when these guys are in the office in Washington. The Latinos want a better nation.
Espinosa believes some of the Latino support for Trump was a vote against the prospect of the first black female president.
There's still a lot of machismo. There's still a lot of misogyny. And something that we need to say aloud is there's a lot of anti-blackness.
Velasquez says he hopes Trump finds compassion for immigrant fathers like him who are not criminals.
If you get deported, would you regret your support to Donald Trump?
No me arrepentiría.
He's saying that he wouldn't regret supporting Donald Trump So you're really not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about your children and the future of your children.
Yes, I want the better for my children.
Velasquez and Espinosa, the same final question.
Do you have a plan in case you get deported?
I respect that decision. I leave the country.
Bye-bye.
I'm not coming back.
Latinos for Trump. First of all, you guys are embarrassing. I've always said it, and I stand by that. It's very embarrassing. You guys are weak-minded. You guys are. You couldn't just, like, get through that. At one point, you guys were made fun of for being Latino, and then you guys just kind of caved in. You were like, I don't want to be Latino anymore. And that's why you guys hate yourselves, and I don't know what to tell you. But now, what I can say is that the Supreme Court is allowing ICE to racially profile, and you guys are going to find out real quick that there was nothing different about you. Sorry, you guys look like us, so buckle up. I don't even think a MAGA hat can save you now. I don't think so. I don't think they really care. They're definitely not going to tell, who voted for him and who didn't. They're not going to be able to tell by looking at you, okay? Maybe you can carry your MAGA hat and your little flags around, your Trump flags, just in case. But I don't think that's going to save you. I do hate what's happening within our community and the hatred that people have towards us. But I will say that if I see a Latino for Trump being detained, I might chuckle a little bit. You know what I mean? It might be a little, funny for me. I don't know.
This Republican husband in Missouri is finding out the hard way. James Brown is a Navy veteran in Missouri. He voted for Trump thinking he was supporting tough immigration enforcement going after criminals. But not people like his wife. His wife, Donna Hughes Brown, has been a legal permanent resident for over 37 years. She immigrated from England when she was 11, raised 4 kids here, has 5 grandkids, and regularly volunteers in her community, running food pantries, helping single moms, and she even helps organize hurricane relief drives. But none of that mattered. She was detained by federal agents at O'Hare Airport after a vacation in Ireland, all because of a misdemeanor in 2015. She was held for 5 days in Chicago, then transferred to a Kentucky detention center. Her bond hearing was delayed, and when it finally happened, DHS lawyers said the new laws meant that the judge couldn't release her. She was denied bond again on August 26th. Now she has no future court date. If deported, she's banned from returning for 10 years. And of course, James now says that he regrets his Trump vote 100%. James is probably thinking, well, I didn't think it was going to be my wife getting deported. What the heck? James says the administration isn't targeting the worst first. We've been telling you guys that since the beginning, but you don't listen. Trump made it more than clear that lawful immigrants with minor infractions were fair game. James must really hate his wife to vote for the guy that's kicking his wife out of the country. And now that James is getting what he voted for, his wife has to pay the price.
I literally just want to come over here and vent because I'm literally losing brain cells at the shit that I'm looking at online. The worst type of Latinas are the ones that love to feed that stupid narrative of Latinas being crazy or that Latinas don't fuck around. Why? Because white men love to sexualize that bullshit. Oh, I'm a Latina, I don't fuck around. Bitch, you don't even know Spanish. But you will love to feed that shit when it benefits you. And as soon as you get white validation from a male or a friend or even like your papers, some of these bitches were not even born here. And as soon as you get that ticket that you are American, it's fuck how my grandparents came, fuck how my parents came to the States, fuck where I came. No, bitch. Stick to the white role that you're trying to play. Like, we all know a bitch like that. Like, it's nopal en la frente. No se pasan de verga. Like, literally, you look like me. And you are on the right side. And you're saying with your whole heart, y'all just need to come here legally. Babe, I'ma hold your hand when I tell you this. They don't fucking want you here. I'm just flabbergasted at the fucking ignorance of Latinos in America. Like, carry that pride. It's so prideful and beautiful to be Latina. It's good to be. It's not cool to be for your people. Like, literally losing brain cells. Literally.
I am
I'm in so much shock with the amount of Latinos for Trump that are now coming out saying we feel so backstabbed, we feel so betrayed, we feel used now that our families are being deported even though they're not criminals. You didn't feel that way when Donald Trump was talking about the Mexican families that he was going to be deporting. You didn't feel that way when he spoke about other minority groups that he was going to be deporting. But now that it's affecting your family, your uncle, your cousin, now you want to cry about it? Now you want to cry crocodile tears? Girlfriend, I don't feel bad for you.
As you heard him say, his wife is Mexican. His kids are half Mexican. He's worried his wife might be next. He said, that is my biggest concern right now for all my family. This same jackass said that he would still vote for Donald Trump if he had to do it over again. A completely selfish moron, just like the guy he voted for. And he is not the only one, because a local news outlet in Pennsylvania, they went and they spoke with a bunch of people who were living in a county that overwhelmingly voted for Trump last year. This county is comprised of mostly Hispanic residents. So the majority of the legal Hispanic residents in this county voted for Trump. Many of them said that they still support him, even though they're worried about his immigration policies. One of them is a 48-year-old single mom and a small business owner. Her name is Alexandra Mendez. She has supported Trump ever since 2015, and she admitted, quote, let me bring this up for you guys. She admitted, quote, some people are being punished without deserving it and being separated from their families. They're being sent back to their country with nothing. But Mendez justifies her continued support for Trump by saying, oh, well, it's not his fault. She's blaming other people in his administration and still believes that Trump really, deep down, he only wants to remove criminals. Bless her low information voting heart, right? I mean, how can you be so duped? I hope she's carrying her papers everywhere she goes. That's all I have to say. Anyway, one thing that's really sticking and causing voters to turn away from Trump is his fealty to Netanyahu and Israel. So one Twitter user posted this. They said, quote, being thanked for our position by a country led by a war criminal that is currently engaged in ethnic cleansing of a whole region is not what I voted for. Fuck this government of craven U.S. sock puppets. Another guy named Mikey, he shared a Facebook video in which Netanyahu referred to anti-Israel right-wingers as the woke Reich. I shared that with you guys yesterday, or day before yesterday. And Mikey wrote, quote, so Netanyahu is calling conservatives who don't agree with him the woke.
You think Kamala would have done a good job? Why? Because she wouldn't deport people? And that's the only thing you stand on? In the entire country, the way this country is going, deportations are the only thing you should judge a president on? You're crazy. You're so small-minded. We have foreign policy.
The Mexican Americans, they might make it a priority.
Yes.
Right?
But if that's the hill you're going to die on, you should step the fuck away from politics.
Because?
We have foreign policy. We have trades. We have people charging us tariffs that we're not paying tariffs. You know what the tariff was from China, Japan, here to us so they can import their goods to us? 15%. Did you know if you try to import one on American corn to China, it's 110, 150%? Before the tariff war, they were taking advantage of us. And dog, I can go all day. People grab a president and hang them on one thing. Dog, there's the economy. There's a stock market. There's foreign policy. There's wars. There's so many things. Homeland security. There's so many things that you have to judge a president on. So if you think, like when people in the comments, that's what you voted for. Okay, motherfucker, you think Kamala would have been a better choice?
I don't care what race you are. Support who you want to support.
Absolutely.
The only one that does like confuse me is when Mexicans are so hard on the border laws. Like, bro, like we didn't get here 400 years ago.
Right.
A lot of our people are just immigrated here. Like, you've been here like a generation and you already want to close the borders. Like, what makes you so special, bro? Yeah. With Mexicans, when they go super Republican, that's why I'm like, that's the only time I'm confused. Support who you want to support. That's like the beauty of this country, right? Mm-hmm. More power to you. But I think if you like, excuse my language, if you dick ride either side too much, you lame, you dork.
Right.
Like, if you're gonna go red, like, fine, be red. If you're gonna go, left, like, be left. But I think when you're like just shoving that out there, you swear that like Trump is the new Jesus Christ, like, shut the up.
People now is like, well, this is not what I voted for. That's exactly what you voted for.
There's a lot of that. People are like, why is he doing this? Like, why is he doing what he said he's gonna do?
Do you know anyone that's been deported?
Yeah, my uncle, but he's back.
You know you're not supposed to say that. You know, somebody might watch this and then go get him again.
Man, I got like 18 uncles.
They don't know which one.
They don't know which one. But I see a lot of these videos of people at the rallies for Trump, and like they're like, oh well, they're in this country illegally, and a bunch of them are criminals. And why are they pulling up to job sites if they're looking for criminals?
Yeah. That's so funny you say that, because you're 100% right. Some of the comments that are against me and that are being racist literally have Hispanic, Latino names, and it's so disturbing that literally their parents, their grandparents, they came here for them to, be privileged, and they can't even have empathy or compassion to understand what's going on. Just because your parents or your family was able to go through with becoming citizens, and it's not that simple to just become a citizen. You don't just show up and just get it like that. Otherwise, everyone would have it. But anyways, my point is, just because your parents were able to help you become a citizen, I myself am a citizen. I am not an immigrant. And the way I'm speaking is the way you guys should be speaking. You guys should not be turning your other cheek. Those are your people. Imagine that's your mom. Imagine that's your grandparents. Imagine, just put yourself in their shoes. How do I have to teach you guys how to have compassion? That's so sad. This world could be very sad, but there's a lot of good people in this world, and yeah, it levels out. Yeah, that's it.
I have to put this aside and be like, okay, he voted for Donald Trump, but he didn't know that Donald Trump was going to deport people. I mean,
Like I told you, don't come at me with your little political terminology. I'm not political. I don't know more than you do when it comes to political terminology. Yo sé, I know what my raza goes through. Yo sé lo que pasa mi raza.
Yeah, I'm your raza. And Maite, if you voted for Trump, you don't care about your raza. No. Maite, you voted for Trump, you don't care about your raza.
My Mexican.
You don't care about Mexicans if you voted for Trump, Maite.
I'm talking about Mexicans.
I'm Mexican, and Trump does not support us. So if you voted for Trump, you voted against the same people that you claim that you support. But if you live in this country,
okay, if you live in this country like I did, I was DACA, okay? I was DACA. Immediately, I got my papers. I became a resident.
Yeah, you got married, right?
Immediately right after that, I became
married,
a U.S.
right?
citizen.
Maite, you got married?
It doesn't matter. Yes, I got married, but you know what?
The right way, get married. The right way, get married.
I got my papers one way or the other.
Do it the right way, guys. Get married.
I got my pay, but I'm legal.
No, congrats. And you voted against the same guy that's trying to take away DACA because you benefited from it, and now you hate people so much that you're trying to take it away from people because you chose the easy way and got married. You didn't do it the right way, Maite. You took the easy way out. Instead of working for something, owning a business, trying to figure out the right way, you said, I'm going to get married to an American, Maite. And now you're turning your fucking back on the same people that are trying to support you. You got your papers, and now you think your ass has no shit in it, and you believe you're white, and now you want to turn your back on us.
I'm not turning my back on you guys. I'm just saying, if you want to live in
this country... You voted for the fucking guy that is making you turn your...
I will never understand the Latinos for Trump, and especially the Latinos for Trump that are like, oh, I did it for taxes. First of all, you don't even fucking make enough. You don't. You are not in the top 1%. You are not going to get the tax benefits that they do. And why you're voting against your own fucking familia, I have no idea.
This is insane. And if it's true, then it could change everything. I knew there was something about these deportations that just didn't sit right with me. And then I found this story about a man in Colorado. His name is Alvin, and it looks like he's been trying to get this story out for the past 2 weeks now. Long story short, Alvin expresses his worry that his brother that was taken by ICE and in quotations deported is no longer alive because Alvin is friends with people that work for private contractors, okay? One of which seems to have a pretty high up rank in the military. Alvin stated that his friend claimed that they were being paid to drop off people in the middle of the ocean. I say people because they are humans as well, regardless of how you want to feel about them being here illegally in quotations. Anyways, Alvin's trying to get the word out about what types of planes that these military private contractors have been using. Well, turns out that they're primarily cargo planes, the same cargo planes of which many of you might know open up at the back. And they don't really have any seats, and the seats of which they do have are extremely comfortable, I can tell you from my own personal experiences. But see, this is where Alvin's story gets extremely disturbing, because he stated that most of the planes that, let's just say, have been transporting are disappearing off of radar, and that his friend stated that that is when they do the in quotations drop. He also stated that these specific locations of where these drops are taking place are usual feeding grounds for sharks, so just try to imagine that for 1 second. Now, I don't know how much there is to this story, as he seems to obviously be in panic mode, but also on the run. And I want to know if somebody can track those specific planes and find out if and when they're disappearing off of radar. And at that moment, it would become the biggest story to ever be aired. And do you know why? Well, research into this for me, okay? Because I'm not entirely sure that I can tell you everything.
I just don't know if it's been happening, this is true or not. I just decided to include this clip, the last clip in here, where some people, they just saying, with the people that is just getting the deportations. This is the thing. The people that they talk to Alligator Alcatraz, they talk to Alligator Alcatraz 1,700 people. They are reporting that 1,500 people is missing. Some of them, they are saying, okay, there is bodies they have been washing off to the ocean, but we just don't know for sure. So I just wanted to include this in here because I wanted to know what is your opinion about that. Do you think that that's possible? Do you think that the Trump administration can go to that point to just go in the middle of the ocean and drop people in the ocean? Do you guys think that that's possible? Handcuff people. They have been taken to detention centers in ICE that nobody know where they are. Well, I think that is possible because the last time, do you remember the 1,700 kids that they lost and they only could find like 1,000? It's still like 500 kids missing completely in the system because they took babies away from their parents. And babies that was just babies, okay? Oh my goodness, it's just so much with this administration, and I cannot even believe that any Latino can support this kind of thing, can vote for this villain, for this piece of crap that we have now as a president. A lot of twisted things are been happening on the country, and this is just ridiculous, the things they just been doing.
You voted for Trump. How do you feel now?
Horrible.
What did you vote for?
I voted for change, but I didn't vote for this change.
Su nombre. Daisy Salvador. Daisy, ¿usted está aquí por su esposo? Por mi esposo que fue detenido ahora injustamente.
A proud President Trump supporting family in Diamond Bar.
Election time was here. I had a full 3-4 flags out.
Even while their mom faces immigration questions.
3 separate Latinos for Trump families, okay? 3 separate families, all in which the spouse is now sitting in an ICE detention center waiting deportation. All of these spouses that are in these ICE detention centers were seeking legal status and were picked up at their appointments. And I didn't know how to even make this video because I had so many to choose from. I only was able to pick 3, or else the video of me showing these families would have been so long that I would have gotten a copyright strike, okay? When I tell you that this is not a new thing, that this is not a scarce thing. This is happening all across the country. These families who have decided that they were going to put their support behind Donald Trump, and now one of the mothers or fathers is facing deportation, even though they were trying to do it the legal way. And they're sitting there asking themselves, what the fuck happened? I thought Donald Trump was only supposed to deport the criminals. We tried telling you that that meant everyone to the Republicans. He's picked up American citizens, okay, and detained them for 24 plus hours. I don't know what you guys wanted. We told you this would happen. It's very tragic. I had an archive, a huge archive of this. I could only pick 3. There's so many. Anyways, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
You're gonna vote for Trump in 2024?
Yeah.
Why?
He loves Mexicans.
What makes you say he loves Mexicans?
He talks a lot about us. He thinks a lot of us, so hey, he loves them.
So you love Trump?
Yeah.
So you're gonna vote for Trump?
Yes, sir.
What about when he said most Mexicans are crossing illegally? What do you say to all that?
It's true.
Damn! So these are the people who have effed around and now are finding out in this country. Let's take them one by one. Number one, we have Latinos for Trump. Let me tell you, you effed around with your red caps and with your Latinos for Trump t-shirts and signs, and now you're finding out because your family is being deported. That's our first one, okay? Now we're gonna skip over to those people in Dearborn, Michigan, and Palestinians in this country who effed around. You said, do whatever, but don't give a vote to Kamala Harris, right? And now you're in find out mode because Donald Trump has said that, guess what? They're gonna flatten Gaza, get rid of all of the Palestinians that are there, and make that into a beautiful resort, a beautiful place to live. See, now you're in find out mode. Next, we have YT women, the ones who said that they were going to vote one way, but went into the voting booth and voted the opposite way, and now their rights are being taken and their jobs are being stripped because they benefited the most from DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. You thought that you got it on your merit, but when we look at it, 36% of YT women have benefited from DEI. See, now you're in find out mode. This is find out mode for you, okay? And last, but certainly not least, we have our lovely Venezuelans who have been here on a temporary protected status. That's TPS, which the Biden administration set up for you. And I want to say this goes for my Latino people too, as well as my Venezuelan people. You guys think that you have the superior morals that are better than everyone else, so you're going to vote against your interests just because you don't like the way that a candidate's stance is on, say, abortion or something like that. So you make yourself a single issue voter, and then you believe the lies that the Republican Party told to you Venezuelans, saying that they wasn't going to touch you if you had temporary protective status. I was up there cha-cha-cha and dancing for Donald Trump, tap dancing all around the place, and guess what? Now that's being revoked. So you guys have got to go and deal with the hardships that Maduro is going to put on you now. See, this is what I'm saying. We told you. I literally sat in South America and begged South Americans and people in Mexico not to vote one way. They decided to vote that way, and now they're in find out mode. Now, where are those people that promised you all of that stuff? They ain't nowhere to be found, right? You know why? Because they tricked you. And see, Don P is very petty. My pettiness, I'm learning. I want to be a part of the Petty Person Hall of Fame. I want to get a gold jacket for being petty. So we're going to sit back as black folks and we're going to eat popcorn and we're going to watch as you guys get deported and lose your jobs and lose your businesses and Gaza gets flattened, and we're going to eat popcorn. I'm going to eat mine lightly buttered with just a little bit of salt because I'm watching my cholesterol, but we're going to sit back. So please do not ask us to do anything in terms of protesting, voting a certain way, do anything. We did our job. We stood up for you in the voting booth. We had your back in the voting booth. 92% for black women, 80% for black men. We're 44 million people in this country. We more than did our part. And we made videos telling you guys. So you guys have FA'd. You effed around. And now you found it out.
So many people, so many Trump supporters that they had their flags on the front of their houses, okay? So many people, they have voted for Trump. They are big Trump supporters and they are having their FAFO moment. And some of them cannot even recognize, okay, what is happening. Some of them are like in denial. Oh, he's the best president ever. And even when this past couple, you know, they was deporting the wife, and he was like, oh no, he's still the best president ever. Like, what in the heck? And the wife, she just only have like a charge for marijuana, okay, that was long time ago, like 20 years ago. And then she's a legal resident. She cleaned up her case, okay? And then because he told you, okay? Anyone that have any kind of records, and it was in the process of getting his citizenship or have a green card, he is going to make sure that he deport those people. This is not the Obama era. This is not the This is not the Biden era. Yes, Obama deported like 4 million people, and Biden deported like 4.9 million people, but they all had due process. None of the rights was violated on the process of deporting. We didn't have people that were missing because the people were even on the detention centers or back to their countries. They keep a track of the people that we was deporting. Right now, it's not even a track of the people that we are deporting. People is going missing. People cannot talk to their lawyers. It is a freaking mess. It is a freaking mess. And yes, Mexicans for Trump are the ones to be blamed for this. Cubans for Trump are the ones to be blamed for this. Arabs for Trump or never Kamala, they are the ones to be blamed for this. All of them.
Well, if there's one thing that I love, it's a good FAFO immigration story, and boy, do I have a good one for you. Let's get into it. This lady is Cynthia Oliveira, and she is someone who is originally from Canada. She is a Trump supporter. Her husband's a Trump supporter. I'm assuming her whole entire family is Trump supporters. And she's been in ICE detention for like 10 days now. And let's see how she's reacting to it.
I don't want to be in the U.S. is my country. You know, that's where I met my husband. That's where I went to high school, junior high, elementary. That's where I had my kids.
Oh, Cynthia doesn't look like she's having a good time in that ICE detention facility she wanted everybody else to go to, even though she knew she was here illegally. That's probably the craziest part to me about this is her husband's legal, her kids are legal, and both her and her husband know she is here illegally and still voted for Trump.
She too supported President Trump's promise to launch the largest deportation program of criminals in American history.
My wife is a very, well, up until 18 days ago, was a strong believer in what was going to happen the next 4 years. But we feel totally blindsided, betrayed.
Husband Francisco is a U.S. citizen. He says a couple of years ago, after submitting green card paperwork, he and his wife had to have a difficult talk with their kids.
So when we filed, we let the kids know, like, you know, mom is considered an illegal alien, Canadian-born citizen, and we're going to be doing this process to try to make her legal.
So her husband was married to an illegal, as they call them. The mother of his children, also illegal, as they call them. And she got a, look at this, under the Biden administration in 2024, granted a work permit, allowing her to legally be in the U.S. to work, and still voted for Donald Trump. I say ship her ass back to Canada. She's lucky as hell she's going back to Canada. What is she even still doing in this country? Get her out. Enjoy Canada, Cynthia. They waiting on you, honey.
Yo amanecí con los ojos abiertos. Y yo amanecí con todo el pinche actitud de ser americana. Put your name on top of his list.
Yo, I think the bumblebee flew into a tequila bottle last night. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her, spiraling in real time, crashing out. At this point, this is not a political debate anymore. It's a wellness check. She woke up and chose baby talk and a Bud Light. Somebody get her a sippy cup and a nap. She's overstimulated. ¿Cómo amanecieron? Girl, ¿cómo amaneciste with a blood level of 2.0? But forgot to wake up sober. The tequila is tequilaing. That video has major DUI on a Thursday night energy. Like, imagine talking shit in baby talk. I don't even think Yellow would want her at this point. They'd be like, never mind. ¿Amaneciste con los ojos abiertos? Congrats, babe. That is literally the bare minimum. Nosotros amanecimos con los pies en la tierra, no creyéndonos mejor que los demás. This is what happens when you drink 4 Locos and read the Constitution at the same time. But honestly, she's probably not even drunk. That is just what patriotism sounds like when you're has water damage. She baby talked her way through an argument about immigration. And I don't know about you, but that's not political commentary. That's more like a cry for help. Anyway, Bumblebee, if you actually have any good talking points, go ahead and do it. The ball is in your court. Ya llegó Chupitos, ya llegó el desmadre. Also, we just hit 100K, so thank you guys for following me. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not worthy. So thank you. just thought of another thing, and this girl looks like she took 2 shots and now she thinks she's the statue.
You know what ICE did recently? Yes, ICE just tried to arrest a woman that she looked Latino. She was just in her house, okay? And they tried to arrest this lady. She was a Mexican lady. And I had to include, I actually had the clip, but I'm just gonna leave it for another video, and I'm just gonna go more in deep about this story. But ICE, they tried to arrest this lady. She was with her sister, and they just got to their house and they told ICE, you need to get out because this is private property. And the woman was pregnant, 9 months pregnant, and they shot her, okay? And she had to go to the hospital because ICE decided that they wanted to charge this lady that it was 9 months pregnant. Yes, she was a Mexican descendant, but she is an USA citizen. So ICE is not only arresting and harassing people that is undocumented. ICE is harassing USA citizens, not only people that have a legal resident or legal alien. I don't know why they call it alien. It's just like, why do you do that? People that is a legal resident, but they are only going after USA. They are going also, after USA citizens, and it's just terrible. They just keep doing this thing, this arrest, where they just go to places and just handcuffs babies, kids. What a kid is gonna do is just crazy. This is the Trump police. This is not the ICE agents anymore. This is no national security. This is none of that. This is Trump police, where they are just following the orders of the big regime. This is just we are losing our rights, and this is ridiculous. This is just it's becoming to the point. That's why 9 million people, 9 million USA citizens already left the country, because people think that the situation is not going to improve at all. Guys, please don't forget, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. If you want to give me a coffee, I appreciate so much. I'm a kid in like a candy store. Every time that I get money for coffee, I'm like, yes, I'm getting money for coffee. I will leave you all the information towards the end of this video if you want to send me some money for coffee. Thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Bye bye.